Welcome, guys. So I had a request for a quick morning routine. So we're gonna just get right into it. Started in an easy seat, so however you're comfortable, maybe crossing legs. I'm up on a prop, on a pillow, so sitting nice and tall. Taking some nice cleansing deep breaths. Connecting with yourself. And I ask that you put out a personal intention for your practice because this may change from day to day. So anything that you'd like to focus on during your practice. And we will seal these with one Om. Inhale for Om. Releasing the hands down. If the eyes were closed, blinking them open slowly. Coming into a gentle twist. So inhaling for length. Exhaling, we're going to begin to twist towards the right, maybe bringing your hand to the opposite leg. Keeping your chin in line with your chest plate for your first twist. Coming back into center, inhaling for length, exhaling, opposite side. Again, keeping that chin in line with the chest. Back into center. One more time on each side, inhaling for that length, exhaling, twisting to the right. This time, maybe the gaze comes over the right shoulder. In through center, inhaling for length, exhaling, twisting to the left. Maybe that gaze coming over the left shoulder. Back into center, both arms coming up nice and high. Right arm is going to come down to the ground or the mat. And we're going to begin to walk out into our side bend. So making sure both hips stay equal on the mat or your pillow. Coming back up and through center, both arms high. Left arm comes down, walking out into that twist. Into that bend. And back up into center, both arms high. Right side again, walking that hand. Getting that spine moving in all directions. Back up into center, and one more time on the left. And flowing back up into center, releasing the hands down into the lap, maybe getting some movement in your neck, just slowly lowering the ear from left to right. And then sitting nice and tall, lowering the chin towards the chest, getting a nice stretch through the back of the neck, making sure we're not rounding in through the shoulders. We're keeping a nice lengthened spine, and the movement is from the neck. Bringing the head back up to center. We're going to make our way down onto the mat into tabletop position. So if you were using a prop, just taking that off to the side. So hands, excuse me, are in line with the shoulders. Knees are in line with the hip points. Moving in between cat and cow, starting with cow. Tailbone arches up, belly comes down to the ground, chest moves forward slightly. And then through cat. So tucking that tailbone, arching that back towards the sky. And now matching that movement with our breath, inhaling into cow, exhaling into cat. Inhaling into cow, exhaling into cat. And then coming back to that neutral tabletop, shifting the hips towards the left, looking at your right foot, shifting the hips towards the right, looking at your left foot. So getting some fluid movement going here, side to side. And then bringing our big toes together, knees coming as wide as the mat. We're going to sit back onto our feet, coming into child's pose, extending the arms, lowering the chest towards the mat. Maybe the forehead comes to the mat. This is a nice time, especially during a short practice, to return to your intention or simply return to your breath. Gently using your hands to help you walk up to sitting, making our way to sitting on our bottoms, coming into bound angle. So bottoms of the feet are together. And we're going to start with a nice lengthened spine. So whether your hands are here, or if you can hold onto your feet leaning forward, but keeping that length. I invite you to close your eyes. Feel gravity opening the hips for us. And gently rounding into the stretch now. So rounding the back. Maybe the chin comes to the chest. Maybe the elbows press into the knees or the thighs for a little extra resistance. And coming up slowly to sitting nice and tall again, making our way into a wide leg forward fold. So taking our legs as wide as is comfortable for you today, engaging those feet, flexing those feet. If it's a little intense on your hamstrings, putting a slight bend in those knees, starting with hands in the center. With a nice lengthened spine, we're going to inhale, exhale, begin to walk forward, keeping that length in the spine. And when you feel ready, maybe coming down, resting the arms on your legs, holding onto your ankles, maybe rounding the back, chin towards the chest. And then using your hands to help you walk back up to sitting nice and tall. Sorry, allergies, sorry. And then making our way to laying on our backs. Bending our knees so our feet are flat on the mat, and coming into windshield wipering our legs. This is a nice way to release tension that may have been built up in the lower back. And then coming into a figure 4, we're going to cross the right leg, resting that ankle on the left thigh, deciding if you'd like a little resistance, and if so, doing so. Releasing that hand down if you were using it, lowering the whole form to the left, gaze goes to the right. Coming back up into center, we're going to start by bringing our head to center first, followed by our torso. Uncrossing the leg, crossing the left leg this time. Again, deciding if you'd like a little extra resistance in the stretch and the opening. And then releasing that hand down if you were using it, lowering the whole form to the right this time. Gaze comes towards the left if that's comfortable for you. Head comes back to center first, followed by the body. Uncrossing the legs, bringing the right knee in towards the chest, followed by the left. Rocking back and forth slowly. And then making our way into our Shavasana. So legs are extended, arms are at our side. I am not going to do the full 5-minute Shavasana here with you today, in case you do not have time. But I invite you on days that you do to either pause the video and do your Shavasana and then end with me, or end with me and then follow up with a minimum of a 5-minute Shavasana, enjoying that stillness and the quiet. So I thank you for joining me for this short practice, just to get the body moving, spine in all directions, get the legs moving, hips opening, a little bit of everything real quick. And I hope you enjoy. We will end this practice with one beautiful Om. Inhale for Om. Om. Namaste.